Okay, so welcome to the 15-minute basic balance workout. And as we know, good balance is key to longevity. So let's start out with a basic test to see how steady you are on your feet. All right, we're going to start with the right foot. The right foot is pointed straight ahead and underneath your right hip, okay? And you may want to have something handy that you can hold on to if you're a little unsteady. And then all we do is lift that left foot up, and we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds. If you're a little wobbly, maybe you hold on to something or maybe tap those left toes down to the floor. All right, 5 more seconds. And good. Okay, let's see how we do on the other foot. Left foot straight ahead, underneath the hip. Lift that right foot up and we hold 10 seconds. And good. How'd you do? If you were a little unsteady, that's okay, because we have some exercises for you to work on that will improve this balance. Let this be your benchmark. So you see how you did today, and then with consistent work every day, you'll see this balance improve. Okay, this next exercise is going to be a little bit more challenging, but it'll test your balance from one side to another, but also improve it. Okay, so let's take your right foot in front of your left foot. Again, you may want to steady yourself with a chair or a wall. All right, so this may be hard just to be standing in this position. All right, so now we're going to strengthen the muscles. Okay, so what I want you to do is squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your glutes together, and then release. And then squeeze and release. So we're engaging the hips, both sides. Squeeze and release. Good. 5 more. Squeeze and release. 4 more. Squeeze and release. 3. Good. You may find it harder to engage one side than the other. That's something to notice. Last one. Squeeze and release. Okay, let's try the other side. All right. Left heel in front of the right toes. Now, it may be harder to balance on this side than it was the other, or opposite, okay? So, again, squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze the glutes and release. And squeeze and release. You can hold on to something if you need to. Squeeze and release. Good. Squeeze and release. 2 more. And last one. And great. I think you're starting to see a common theme here. I want you to notice how different it is on one side than the other, okay? What we're doing here is trying to even out the body. So we have asymmetries in the body which affect our balance. So just take notice, it's not going to change overnight, but with consistent work, we can balance the body out to improve your balance. Now we're moving on to a stretch because we know flexibility is important to our balance. All right, so you're going to come down onto your knees, onto the floor. And you're going to want to prop your hands up onto something like a chair, a sofa, coffee table, something of that height. All right. Face that chair on your knees. Take your right heel in front of your left knee, okay? With your hands propped up, you're gonna straighten both legs and bring both heels down, all right? So I've got your hands propped up just in case your legs are too tight that we can't straighten them. But you are gonna go down to your maximum level. So I can get my hands down to the floor because I've been working on this a long time. But if you can't get down that low, that's okay. Have your hands up as high as they need to. We hold this with the heels pressing down, the legs straight, drop the head. And let's hold a few more seconds. And good, bend the knees, come down to the floor. All right, let's move to the next side, okay? So, your left heel in front of your right knee, all right? Straighten both legs, both heels down. That's important. I want both legs straight, both heels down. So if the hands need to be high, that's okay. If not, bring your hands down as low as you can, keeping the legs straight and the heels down. And again, I want you to notice, does it feel differently on this side? It probably does. Okay, let's hold it for a few more seconds. And good, come down onto your knees. All right, that one's tough, but with consistent work, it will improve. Okay, for the floor exercises, ideally you have a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, a towel, a thick towel will do, or a blanket. But before we move on to the floor exercises, let's try one more balancing exercise. But it's a balancing exercise with a little bit more challenge to it. We're gonna fold up our yoga mat, okay? So fold it up as many times as it will go and create this square, this small square, all right? Now place that square down on the floor, and what this is doing is providing cushion, and so we're not against a flat, hard surface anymore, which makes it more challenging to balance, all right? So again, if you need to hold on to something, that is fine. We're gonna start with your right foot, and foot straight ahead, right underneath the hip. Good, lift that left leg up. Hold it for 5 more seconds. Feeling the muscles in the legs strengthen. Good, and now we switch. And hold, is it harder on this side? Good, 5 more seconds. And great. That wobbling that you noticed in your ankle and foot, that's your body's innate ability to locate itself against the ground. So we are here to improve that ability. It's called proprioception. And with consistent work, it will improve. Okay, now let's strengthen the core with some basic Pilates. All right, we'll start with a half roll down. So knees bent, feet flat on the mat. All right, it's important. Draw your navel back. Scoop the stomach in, all right? So that's engaging the abdominals already. So scooping the stomach in, you round back till your arms are straight. Hold it there. Scoop the stomach in even more and round up. It's a rounding up, okay? So round the spine back, scooping the stomach in. Don't let it pop out. And then scoop the stomach back even more as you round up. That's it. Now, don't hold your breath. Inhale, round back. And exhale, scoop the stomach in. Okay, you can stay here or challenge yourself. See how far down you can go. Maybe you can go down to your waistband. Using the hands, scooping the stomach back and round up. All right, we've got 3 more. Rounding down. Maybe you go down as far down as your waistband. Scooping the stomach in and round up. Last one. Inhale down. And then exhale, scoop the stomach back. Good. Now, let's round all the way down onto your back. And then take your left leg straight. Take your right knee into your chest and just pull it to you for a stretch. All right? Now, you're gonna bring your hand behind your thigh. Your knee is bent, and we just circle the foot. Circle big circles in one direction. All right, and now reverse the circles. And now we point and flex the foot. Big point, big flex. Really working that ankle. And now we extend that right leg right next to the left leg. And notice, doesn't it feel longer and lighter than the left leg? That's because we've improved the hip, knee, ankle connection, all right? And that will help our balance, all right? So take your left leg in, pull that knee all the way into your chest, and bring your hand behind your thigh. All right, we circle the foot in one direction, big circles. All right, and now reverse. Good, now we point the flex. Big point, big flex. Really working that ankle. And then bring the left leg down to meet the right. Good. All right, both knees into your chest, curling the head and shoulders up. Bring your right hand on your right ankle, your left hand on your right knee. Extend your left leg long. Pull this knee to you and switch. Pull and switch. Pull and switch. That's it. Pull and switch. If this is too hard on your neck, you can just simply place the head down, but keep going. All right? Ideally, the head and shoulders are up, and that helps to strengthen the neck and the abdominals. Last set. And now pull both knees into your chest and rest your head. All right, again, ideally we curl the head and shoulders up. All right, if this is too much for you, just keep your head down. Now, reach arms and legs up to the ceiling, scoop the abdominals in, and pull the knees back in. And reach up, and pull the knees back in. Again, up, and pull in. 2 more, up, and pull the knees in. 1 more time, up, and pull in. Relax the head. All right, we curl the head and shoulders up again if you can. Legs up to the ceiling. Reach high up on that right leg. All right, your legs may not be straight today. That's okay, that's why we're here. Pull the leg to you and switch. Pull and switch. Keep the legs as straight as you can. Pull, switch, pull, switch. That's it, pull. Again, you can leave the head down if you need to, but keep the legs as straight as you can, noticing the stretch in the back of the legs. Now, flex your feet, pull, switch. Notice how that changes the stretch. Last set, and bend the knees and relax your head. All right, hands come behind your head, curling the head and shoulders up, legs up to the ceiling. Now, reach the length of leg. You do not have to go low, and lift back up. Reach the legs away, but scoop the abdominals down and lift back up. Good, 3 more. Reach away and lift up. 2 more. Reach away and lift up. Last one. And good. The knees in. Now, we twist. Try to touch your left elbow to the right knee. And switch, twist, hold. Last set, twist, hold. And last one. And good, hug the knees. All right, now you're gonna roll to one side, prop yourself up with your hands, and sit up, okay? The legs are wide. They're a little wider than your mat. And I want you to lift up as tall as you can. All right, so ideally you're sitting straight up out of your hips, but if your hamstrings are tight, you're gonna notice you're gonna sit behind your hips. But we're working on this lift, sitting right up out of the hips, pressing the backs of the knees down, put your fingertips onto the mat. Start with the chin to the chest, then scoop the navel back again. Scoop the navel back, push the fingers forward and around, up and over. Make sure your feet are flexed and you're pressing your knees down. And then roll that spine up tall. And scoop the navel back, round, up and over. And then roll that spine up tall. Last one, scooping the navel back, round up and over. Good, now, can you grab the instep of your feet? If not today, that's what we're working on. And then roll up tall. All right, nice job. So I'm sure you're feeling more flexible and more balanced after just 15 minutes of exercise that we did today. So thanks for showing up, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow.